something. I look at you and I see nothing. Not the beautiful girl I fell in love with. Not the mother of my child. Not even the hateful monster you pretend to be. You're just empty. I look at you and feel nothing.
I hate you!
Good. At least you can still feel something.
I hate you!
Good. At least you can still feel something. I look at you and I see nothing. Not the beautiful girl I fell in love with. Not the mother of my child. Not even the hateful monster you pretend to be. You're just empty. I look at you and I feel nothing. And it scares the hell out of me.
You forgot to say how hideous I am. Go on, I know you want to.
God, not that again.
I know you're disgusted with me, admit it.
Right, I am disgusted with you. But it has nothing to do with the way you look. I'm disgusted with what you let it do to you. How you let it change you.
Princess. Princess, wake up. I need you to get dressed real quick. There are men coming. Some very bad men. They want to take you away from me. But I won't let them. We won't let them, will we?
Yes, now I remember. Throughout all the chaos and misery, in his own flawed and misguided way, he did love her after all. His way of expressing it was a different matter altogether.
All right, young lady. Shall we continue? Right. Whatever happens, just keep looking at me and listen. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. The princess was all alone in the dark. And yet, she felt that the evil witch was lurking nearby. As her eyes adjusted to the darkness, she saw something... As her eyes adjusted to the darkness, she saw something moving in the corner of her eye. And yet, she did not dare to move, for she knew that that would be the end of her. The princess would appear...
Hello? I'm right here!
The princess heard a fearsome growl. The witch had unleashed her familiar, the hellhound. The monster sniffed the air, its perky ears wary of even the slightest sound. The princess remained motionless, letting the monster pass.
Eyes front, young lady! Look at me!
There was a stillness in the air. The princess breathed a sigh of relief. For a moment, it seemed like the worst was behind her, and yet she knew that it was not over. There was still danger nearby, waiting for her slightest move. Frozen in terror.
Do you want this story to have a happy ending or not? Oh, god damn it! Not again! Fine! Because the princess wouldn't stop fidgeting, she was set upon by the evil witch's minion and dragged off into the darkness, never to be seen again. The end.
My fault. It was always my fault. All I had to do was stay still, day after day, for hours on end, until he would finally get it right. I've lost count of how many attempts there were, but each one made me feel like I was his greatest failure.
No, that's not how it went. Maybe... I told you never to come down here!
Ugh. Ugh, it reeks in here.
That dog doesn't shut up! How the hell did you get out? Go on! Before I find a way to keep you in there for good.
I wonder when was the last time this place saw sunlight?
Oh, the summer trees. So green and vibrant and full of life, but also young and inexperienced. Let's try to find them a more poignant season, where they are wiser and have some stories to...
No! Put that down! You were doing so well! Brilliant! Let's add some more of the same color! That won't make it boring or predictable. Oh, they sway in the breeze, but are none the wiser, just like you! No! Put that down! You were doing so well! What are you doing? Put that down! You're much too old for that childish nonsense!
little girl in red was walking through the woods when suddenly, out of nowhere, jumped out you know who. Eyes glowing bloody red, teeth sharp as razors, and yet the big bad wolf did not seem to faze her. "Be careful, little girl," the big bad wolf sneered. "You're in Fantasyland, where things ain't what they seem." "Oh, shush, you big old meanie," the frightened girl exclaimed. "You're the only threat in this wonderful land. With my magic crayons, I can do no harm. I can make the trees yellow, turn them upside down, turn grass into candy, make the sky go red. I can do whatever pops into my head." The wolf was unimpressed with his show of skill. "You do have the power to do what you will. Alas, I humbly urge you to practice restraint, for you are responsible for what you create." "You're nasty, jealous, and mean," said the little girl. "I just want to have fun, and you want me to learn. I wish a big old rock would fall down from the sky and crush your big bad mouth into a mincemeat pie." "Don't do it, I beg you," the big wolf cried. "You lack scale and perspective, my sweet little child." But it was too late. His warning fell on deaf ears. Down came the rock and smashed them all to smithereens.
Finally! Are you ready to embrace true art?
Oh, the summer trees. So green and vibrant and full of life, but also young and inexperienced. Let's try to find them a more poignant season, where they are wiser and have some stories to tell.
Ah, yes! The autumn of life, when man seeks shelter from the elements. Let's see how our little hut fares when the skies grow dark. No! Put that down! You were doing so well! No! Any old house will do in times of prosperity! We need to see how it fares when misery darkens the sky. You see? In the end, all we take for granted is fragile and temporary. Man passes, while nature endures. Speaking of which, I don't think our proud stallion likes the weather. Let's brighten things up a bit. That's right! The sun bestows its kind rays upon the land. It's getting warmer and warmer, until finally... Marvelous, isn't it? I know it seems like a tragedy, but a beautiful tragedy is always better than an unremarkable existence.
In his own way, I believe he meant well. He wanted me to excel, hoping that when the time came, I would succeed where he failed, avoid his mistakes. God knows he made plenty of those. I don't know what I expected to find. A farewell note? A final will? What I found was an apology. Expressed in the only language he ever truly knew. At that moment, I could finally see my father for what he was. A man driven insane with sadness and guilt. Trapped in this house, a nightmarish echo chamber of past mistakes and tragedies. It was this house, a place beyond hope, beyond redemption. I knew what I had to do. I had given up trying to understand my father a long time ago. But I could finally forgive him. Hey, princess. What have you got there? Oh, that's so lovely, sweetie. But why pink?